welcome back, and Snuffbox take the victory over Quebec. So let's talk about what happened in that match. We had some pretty cool setups going on there. Reload, why don't you give us the down low?
So Snuffbox bringing Nagas, yeah, blast from the past. Definitely a ship that's not really used in the AT, and they were blaster fit as well. So they were definitely like 2012 fit, that's for sure.
Well, Nagas aren't, like you say, aren't really known for being in the AT. That's probably because most people don't consider them to be too good for the AT. I think Snuff only lost 2 ships.
Yeah,
and
they only
both
lost
of their Nagas died?
Yeah, they lost their 2000.
I mean, we've been saying it all day. T1 battle cruisers may look good in EFT or Python, but on the field, they haven't got that much EHP, really. They've got the T1 resists. They're kind of slow. They're not really worth it. Even the Navy ones struggle a lot of the time. Do you have any more thoughts on that match, or shall we move on to the next one?
I don't have anything. I think unfortunately the Nagas did die, and they are a blast from the past, so thanks Trashbox for bringing that.
I mean, they did get to loot the Flaggeddon and cordially thanked their opponents in local for the faction and Dead Space and potentially
we all kind of
mods.
ran back in here after watching what we thought was the end of the match, only to get back in here and be told we had to wait another minute because some guy, Tyler Bourbon, says that thanks for the loot, because he was looting the enemy flag, because they haven't fitted yet.
Mana looting it. It's a legit tactic in AT.
Fantastic. So next match, we could possibly see the Raven State. It is Pandemic Legion versus Complaints Department. Once again, it is going to be, somewhat one-sided in terms of reputation, perhaps. Pandemic Legion having won 5 Alliance tournaments. There's only one other team that's ever won more than 1 Alliance tournament, and that's Bob back in the first 3 ATs. Nobody's managed to win 2 trophies since. Do you think that PL are going to field something special again, or kind of tone it down after that first show of power rocket?
It's hard to say, really, because I wouldn't have expected them to field the Raven State issue in the first fight. We've already seen AT ships from NCDOT. I don't see any reason why they would feel that cracking out an AT ship against this kind of team isn't relatively a safe bet. Especially against an unknown quantity. I think they may well do. I don't think it's really necessary at this point, though. So it'll be interesting to see whether they try and play their cards a little close to the chest than they have done so far.
I think they'll become Hubris Legion, and they'll bring the Raven State issue. Yeah, but I think the enemy team will ban Raven State and Fiend. Calling it now.
There is something to be said for repeating setups against teams you consider yourself better than, because then if you field the same setup, then you've only shown one of your roster. PL being very well known for having a very deep roster of setups that they bring to each Alliance tournament, that being one of their greatest strengths. Do you think that from that standpoint it would be a good idea to bring the Raven State again, even though you're risking that 3.5 trillion ship?
I think it's in the long run. I think it's better for PL to stick to the same setup, but you know what, they do call the
State Raven.
Yeah, probably minus. It's worth a faction battleship, so probably bring the SNI. Probably bring an SNI.
Now, we do have approximately 10 minutes before the match is supposed to be ready. So I think what we'll do is we will go to a very short ad break, take a little break, give everyone a chance to go to the bathroom, grab a cup of tea or what have you, and then we will be back in just a little bit for Pandemic Legion versus Complaints Department.